Here we are at day 4 at Targa Tasmania, 2014. The sun's shining as far as we're concerned, even though it's really wet. It's the ideal thing. It's just what we needed to get through these stages. We've just done Murchison, which is an interesting road in the wet. Quite a few cars up in there, and we've got the rest of the northwest coast to contend with before we head back to Strawn again.
It's been unbelievable today. I've really enjoyed it. He's just an incredible driver, and to be able to go around those corners like we've been going and slipping and sliding and taking it out, it's been unbelievable. Unfortunately, Steve dropping out, and now that we've been able to really push on these 3 stages, to be 5 seconds off Closey with second spot in now in the hunt, I think that this afternoon will be very good.
Great day today. The weather's been just fantastic, made for little 4-wheel drives, and Subaru's performing really well. As a Holden dealer, I don't really like to say that, but great little car. It will look great on the used car yard when I get back.
Boys put in a big effort last night, massive effort, and got us away on time, and yeah, we're pushing. Very slippery.
Found the problem. We did a master cylinder and the brake master cylinder, which means you can't stop, so we were pretty lucky really. Enormous help from all the locals. They were fantastic. Everyone pitched in and really gave us some really good contacts. We ended up getting a rear end from Wynyard, 150 kilometres away. So we spent all night beating out the panels and doing a heap of panel beating, and we had it finished at 3 o'clock in the morning. We think it actually looks pretty good now. We're quite proud of it, the fact we're still going.
Great morning this morning. I had pizza for breakfast. That just helped hugely with the pace of the car. It was fantastic. No, look, the wet suits us, suits the car. The L968's great in the wet. And those 3 stages there, you know, Pyman, Restam and Murchison were actually terrific to drive. Enormously challenging, but we're having fun. We're going to take it easy and get through.
It's really wet, there's not much grip out there. You really have to be conservative and bring it home carefully. It's pretty disheartening when you see a few cars tucked in the trees, but we just look for the OK boards and make sure the rally's safe, saying they're OK, and push on, keep our momentum going.
The alternator died, and subsequently we pulled off and we found out how to broken bracket as well. If you
I just got the alternator bracket repaired, welded by a fantastic bloke who went out of his way to help us out. So thanks very much for the locals.
So what we're going to try and do now is we're going to do the courses in reverse. So for Johnny to do that, we're going to get him to turn the book upside down and read it backwards. So I think that'll be very interesting.
About halfway through Rihanna, Jason caught up to us and overtook us, sped off and didn't make the next corner unfortunately, and went straight over into the shrub, but we pulled over and luckily he was all okay. They came out of the shrub a bit shocked, but everyone was all right.
Jason and Steve, it's you know, those guys have been charging hard the whole time, and their class acting is always something you want them out there for sure, so commiserations to both of them. But yeah, look, we had a really conservative day, which is a little bit unusual for me, and that was even obviously before we knew any of that news. We just identified today as a fairly dangerous set of circumstances. Decided to really just pull our horns in a bit and survive.
Not the best of mornings, pretty challenging. Everything that could go wrong pretty well did, besides having it off, so we bled a fair bit of time. But the boys did a great job at the lunchtime break and changed a couple of things on the car and fitted a couple of new parts, so we got full power back, and I think we're about a minute 30 behind tonight, so it's probably out of reach to be honest, but we'll give it a go tomorrow and see how we go.
We're here, a tough day for everyone, a lot of cars off, and here we are. It's looking shiny, it's still on the black stuff, so get her home tomorrow, that's the plan.
It's just a combination of not being able to see and going too quick in the conditions that were out there today, unfortunately. Stupid mistake, but we'll hopefully be out there and having another crack tomorrow.
With the state of the car, we're just going to try to keep it nice and easy and get into Hobart and have a great time there at the rest point and not push it too hard, obviously.
Tomorrow's the big day for the end. We look forward to that, hoping it's going to be dry mostly. That way we can really wind the machine up again and have a bit of fun, because it's pretty stressful when it's wet.
It's one of those things, you just see how you feel. If it feels good, we'll get into it. If it doesn't, we'll probably do the same as today. But
we're safe as houses. It was only us that can stop us getting second. I think we've got a very healthy gap to the number 3. Quinn must be in 3rd, so we'll just suck it and see.
It was more slippery than a bucket full of eels going up a ladder backwards. Something like that.